Here I'm doing some straight leg deadlifts. This was my hamstrings and glutes day. So as you can see, I'm keeping my hamstrings very straight and I'm just bending down, and the bar obviously doesn't reach lower than my knee, but that's because obviously you just want to feel that pull in your hamstring as you lower. I did 3 sets of 12 here. I used the straps to kind of support me lift the bar because it can get quite heavy, and just so I don't lose grip and drop it or anything. These are called lying leg curls. These are pretty good actually. It's a different kind of movement, of different variation to the standing straight leg deadlifts, but here I'm just doing about 23 kilograms, 3 sets of 12. I don't quite make it to 12 towards the end. I sort of go to more 10, 11. But to be honest, it's a really good exercise, and this machine's not quite as good as my other gyms, but it is still really good, and obviously the movement, it's just about getting the positioning right. I'm going a bit mad for the straight leg stuff. It's all kind of the same movement, but again, just to target the hammies a bit more. I'm doing straight leg deadlifts with a kettlebell. I'm using about a 10 here, but I did gradually up the weight, so I went to a 12 and then I went to a 14. Consistently managed 12, so it's quite a good exercise to be honest, but same sort of thing. And another straight leg exercise, again same sort of movement. I'm using dumbbells this time and I use the straps. Again, they're quite heavy, these are. I'm doing 16s in each hand, so about 32. So it's quite heavy, but obviously it's just to kind of support my posture and make sure I've got hold of those dumbbells. Here I'm doing Smith machine lunges, and I'm very lucky enough to have a photographer. It's my partner. Now here he pointed out that my posture wasn't as great, so for the next one I actually managed to keep my posture up a bit better and just kind of lean forward slightly. It was kind of a weak set, this one, so it was kind of a bit of reflective practice I did there, but the idea is to target the quads and the hammies and partly your glutes as well. This is my first time doing this exercise. It's kind of like a glute kickback. Normally you've seen me do the kickbacks using the cables at Spiceball, but today I'm using the actual machine at Pure. It was really good actually. I'd probably use this one again. You just literally put your leg on the pad and you kind of use your chest support there, and you just kind of kick your leg back, and obviously you feel it in your glutes. So the idea is to squeeze from your bottom, and it's a really good exercise actually. I'd definitely do it again. Last exercise of my glutes and hamstring session was the thigh abductor. Again, I kind of have done this before, but not using this machine. You just kind of move your legs out, you put the pads obviously outside of your leg, and you just kind of use your glutes to kind of squeeze away. It's a really good exercise. Can be quite tricky, so I wouldn't recommend going too heavy on it, but it is a good exercise. I did about 3 sets of 12.